Hello everyone. Today I will be sharing with you some of my tips on how to learn K-pop dances at home. If you guys are learning K-pop dances at home currently or are looking to start doing so, then this video is perfect for you. I also have a video that lists several K-pop dances to learn as beginners. So the first thing I would recommend is to stretch before you dance. This might not seem important, but trust me, not only does it prevent you from hurting yourself, but also gets you ready to perform harder moves with more power. If you stretch, your body and muscles are already stretched out and you will be able to perform your best when you dance. You won't hurt yourself and will be able to stretch out your arms and position your body at different angles. This is especially important for K-pop dances, because they tend to make you move your entire body at the same time. The next tip is to find tutorials that help you specifically. There are so many different types of tutorials out there. Some tutorials, for example, Lisa Reese, show her doing each part of the dance mirrored in a slowed down speed, then show her doing it mirrored in normal speed. In these types of tutorials, there is no explanation involved. If you are good at following along and learning by yourself, then I suggest these types of tutorials as they will probably take less time. However, if you are still a beginner and do not know how to follow along well, and cannot match moves just by watching, then I suggest you find tutorials where the person explains each move. This will help you execute each detail in every move. This brings me to my next point. Pay attention to all of the details. I cannot stress this enough. Every detail is so important to the dance. When I first started learning dances, I skipped small details because I thought they wouldn't really matter in the big picture, but when I actually danced, I realized I missed so many things and my dancing didn't look as good as the idols. I suggest you watch the dance that you are going to learn a couple of times before you actually try it, so that you can try and pick up what they are doing. My next tip is to pick whose part you are going to learn. If you are learning a soloist's dance, then you don't have to worry about this one. But, if you are learning a dance from a group, you should pick whose part you are going to learn. Or, you could learn everyone's part combined, or basically the part of whoever is in the middle at each part. I usually do this, but some people like to learn a specific member's part because it is easier. You can watch their fancams, but I would suggest learning the part of whoever's in the middle or center at each part because it is easier to find tutorials that have that part in them. It also helps to improve your stamina and ability to perform moves. My next tip is to always use mirrored dances. If you are learning the dances from the dance practice, make sure you are using the mirrored version. That way you are doing the moves in the right direction, and not to the opposite side. Also, always practice with a mirror. I know this is kind of self-explanatory, but I never used to practice with a mirror, so sometimes I did moves wrong and I never found out until I recorded myself dancing. It is important to use a mirror so that you can see yourself and make sure you are doing moves properly. Another tip is to continue practicing even after finishing the dance. After I finish learning a dance, I usually take about a week to perfect it. Trust me, it makes a difference. When learning the dance, your brain is focusing on learning and trying to remember the dance while doing it, so you won't be executing the moves as well. After you learn it, you'll notice that at times you will start doing the dance without even having to think. Then, you can try to perform the moves at the best possible way. I usually just practice whenever I get free time or whenever I'm bored because it's fun. Practice from start to end. This is important because it helps your stamina improve. It's also great cardio. The last tip is to have fun. Please do not compare your dancing to the idols' dancing. The idols have trained and practiced very hard to get where they are. Even if you think you are a bad dancer, you will improve over time if you keep practicing. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below if you want another video about dancing like this one. Bye.